So I'm asked to speak on why before what. This session is supposed to last for 90 minutes, and um, I want you to understand this. This session is built on a single disruptive premise, right? The idea that most people know what they are doing, but have never honestly asked themselves why they are doing it. A lot of people are doing what they know, right? But they don't know why they are doing it. That's why we are here on this call. So the why is not a motivational decoration. Why are you carrying out? Why are you making the decision? The decision should have a purpose. Why movement? Why the direction? Why the destination? I shared something with you, quick one, just today while I was going for my evening, exercise. I lost my key along the way, and I had to start tracing back, tracking back, trying to find it. And the beautiful thing about that is that I kind of connected it to this call because I would have just been walking. What someone would meet me and ask me, "What are you doing?" And I'll say, "I'm walking." Now, the underneath architecture behind that will be, "Why are you walking?" Because I'm looking for my key, to find my key, or to get to a particular destination, to meet up with a friend, and all of that. I hope you are getting the point. I'm laying this foundation so that we can get this idea right. So by the end of this conversation, you are going to learn a lot. I'm going to expose the distortions of motivation common in career, business, and personal pursuits. I'm also going to ensure you are living here being equipped to distinguish between surface wise and root causations. You're also going to create a personal reckoning with the motives behind your current pursuits. And then you are going to build a practical framework for ongoing self-interrogation. And finally, you are going to become you are going to also produce a committed written action before leaving this room. So please, while you are here, this is not a rigid script, right? So I want you to stay free. This session is not going to be a lecture, right? We are going to, you know, have the real conversation. So let's dive into it. Okay. So everyone in this room has a reason for why they are building what they are building. They have a reason. They have a why they choose their career, why they choose their business, why they choose their direction. And most of this reason, if you consider them honestly, as beautiful as they are wrong. So let me move my screen. So okay, thank you. So if we check all of those reasons, most of them honestly are wrong. Not wrong as in bad, right? Wrong as in we are just stating this thing as surface value. It is not the real reason. So today we are talking about what you are doing. We are going much further back, right, than moving forward. I want to take you back to the foundation, to the reasons why you do the things that you do, why you are committed to your actions, and why you are giving attention to all of that. So let's just take a little pause and let it sit. I just want you to get everything that I just said now. That not every reason that you are having behind every action is correct. So let's go back to the root and understand why we are doing the things that we are doing. I want you to reflect, please. So this is going to be my question now. This is my discussion question. So I'm going to pick up randomly 3 persons on this call, and I'm going to ask them a few questions. So I'm going to pick GS and J Farms, Ogidi, and Chidera. So when someone asks you why you do what you do, what do you say? That is the question I'm asking. So whenever they ask you why you do what you do, what do you say? I'm going to start with Chidera. So give me a feedback. How do you define why? Chidera.
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, please, sir, can you repeat the question again? Like, how do I define why? Is that the question?
Yes. How do you define reason?
Okay, if I want to define reason, reason has to do with my my why, like the action, what I want to do. Oh God, how do I put this now? Reason is like what's my what how do I put? Okay, there's a particular thing I want to do. Probably I'm a baker, for example. So why do I want to bake? The reason why I want to bake, I want to define the reason. Probably because of passion, or because of my drive, because of my love for it, something like that.
Okay, let me put it clear. What do you do?
What do I do for a living?
Yes.
Okay, a secretary in a law firm.
Why do you do what you do?
Okay, that is because of my passion towards typing and writing.
Okay, hold on to that. Ogidi. So, Ogidi, what do you do?
I'm a receptionist and a social media manager for a fashion brand, and also a fashion designer.
All right. Please feel free in this room. There is no right or wrong answer. So tell me, why do you do what you do?
To earn a living and for passion.
I like your honesty. I appreciate that. Okay, so GS farms have disappeared. So I'm just going to continue, right? So let's look at why before words. Why is the upstream of everything? Please hold on to your answers, right? Once we're done with this session, you'll get the clarity, necessary clarity that you need. So why is the upstream of everything? Before any action, achievement, or movement means anything, the motive behind it determines its true nature. So why defines the nature? It defines the perception. The idea is that from onset, where before God created man, he started with a purpose. He started with a why. Why are we creating man? It is not what are we creating. He says when we create man, they will have dominion. So there was a why over the fishes of the air. We needed this guy to take care of this, to handle this, to handle all of that. So it is the underlying factor. It is what defines the truth of your nature. So it is not usually about the aesthetics. It's not usually about the makeup. It is usually about the nature. There is the truth behind your nature, which is the purpose of the purpose that brought you to life, right? So let's talk about a few distortions here. I'm going to just read through my screen. If you check the screen, you'll see that why talks about causation and reason, why what talks about information and detail. So if we ask you who are you, people tend to talk about description, which is what. They don't usually understand why they exist. So it is usually why that defines your source, that defines everything about you. So let's see. Why reveals motive. Why what, on the other hand, describe the surface. It's just surface. If we ask you now, why did you do that? I am the this and the that and the that. That's not what we are asking you. You are a king. That's why you are doing what you are doing. That is not the reason. You are not giving us concrete reason. You don't use office to push an idea or a purpose. You use causation and perfect foundations. Remember when we mentioned why, we said it is the building block, the architectural layout that carries every other thing, right? So why exposes the source, but what reports events. If you walk into the room and you ask two people the same question, one tells you the story, the other one tells you the glory. You see the one that tells you the story, how dirty and all of that it is, and links it up to the progress and all of that. That person is more intentional than the one that wants to report events. And that is the problem with our today's world. People are usually confused. They are taking the reports over the source, right? So I have a friend here that designed dashboards for organization. He's a tech guru, right? And when he shows you the dashboard, you are so excited. You want to do it, and you go ahead. You don't know the source, you don't know the background, the dirty work that happened, the cleaning of the data that was given, right? You are so excited about the outputs, but you don't think about the inputs, right? I hope you are following me. Why carries accountability? Why what catalogs details? So people just give details, but they are not giving you accountability. Accountability is what we are missing. I think we will get there, right? Why cannot easily be faked. You cannot fake your why. It will reveal itself. But what? You can spawn it, you can reframe it, you can change it time after time. I'm trying to meet up with time. I have less time. Why outlives the person? Why what fits with the circumstance? So as much as we want to push ideas, we want to stay in front of people, you'll find out that people that are always pushing what without a concrete why, they fade out in time. There are certain names that if I mention now, you will recognize them in the music industry. There are others that you will not recognize. I was sharing a video with a friend today, and we were just talking about it. Okay, time is my greatest challenge today. But let's go over here. So there are several distortions of our time and our days. We find out that a lot of things have changed. A lot of things are no longer the way they are supposed to be. And we cannot allow that to go on if at all we are going to, stand or stay relevant as life brings us and gives us opportunity. So there are distortions. We live in an era of hollowed out motivation. So every distortion is there. You now see things like visibility. Visibility is now documented as purpose. Because somebody is visible, you think the person is purposeful. Let me ask this room, what do you think of Pella? He is very visible. But what do you think is the purpose of his visibility? A lot of people want to be visible without a purpose. This is a distortion of our time. Because popularity have taken over purpose. So once people are popular, we want to align ourselves with them. This is a big distortion of our time. People do things to be seen doing them. The act becomes secondary because it's just documentation. So people are just documenting, people are just doing things up and down. But if you check the real purpose behind it, there's no. If you want to be popular, I bet you can be popular tomorrow. Just go to, if we have people in Port Harcourt here, just go to Rumola, go there, wear a bomb shirt and start dancing. Trust me, tomorrow you'll go viral. The world today is as loud as whatever. It is noisome. And it is not what it's supposed to be. We have reduced what is supposed to be purposeful, we have reduced it to just visibility. And visibility is never purpose, right? The next part is that we have embraced reaction and pushed away convictions. Once people react, it is now your truth, my truth, our truth, last year truth, all the truth. So what is the truth? The truth is what carries weight, and we have shifted from that. This is why we are no longer having concrete whys. A lot of people no longer have concrete purpose. They no longer have original thoughts. Things that we have carried as substantial thoughts. It is not us that bet them. We didn't bet them. It is things that we have picked from internet, things that we have picked from books, things we have picked from a preacher. We don't have personal convictions. And these things are just responses that we have. We don't have beliefs. We don't have a belief system can change anytime, any day. It is not what it's supposed to be. This is why it is a distortion of our time. It is a distortion of our why. Okay, the next part is that there is crowdsourced identity. I've already said it. People inherit mood, they inherit the mood of their environment instead of interrogating their own values. They don't have their own values again. Every time it is their environment that is define what they do. What is trending now? Let's think about it. Clock it. Clock it is what's trending now. How many of you here have not said clock it? If you not said clock it, let me see thumbs up. So our language have been distorted. We no longer have a unique language. We are now confused in our world today. These are distortions, serious distortions. You are confused about majorly everything about your life. You don't even know what to accept. You don't know what to discard again. Everything looks real, everything looks original. It is a big problem. The next distortion of why is the urgency without clarity. A lot of people want to approach life with very fast. We want things to happen very fast. If it does not happen fast, we move to the next one. We are not waiting to be clear about anything. We move fast. We move fast. We want to move into, there is the appearance of wealth and there is wealth. We want to look good. We want to buy iPhone. Everybody in this room, if I check now, at least 80% of us are planning to buy iPhone if we've not already bought. You are looking for iPhone. Why are you looking for iPhone? To snap pictures. What is the purpose behind snapping the pictures? To post on internet. For who? People that don't care about you. You see that now? Nobody likes it. And these are distortions, right? So we now have outcome worship. So we are basing our ideas on outcome. No matter what happens, we don't want to know how it happens. Let it just happen. Make money, you are the big boy. Drive Benz. God have blessed you. Somebody can go ahead and sleep with a politician, bring the same car, come to church and say God did it. God did not do it for you, my sister. You are the one that did that one for you, for yourself. Am I communicating right now? You paid for a course, you sorted it. It's not God that so you are the one that sorted. You see the problem. We worship outcome, and people will be saying somebody did this, somebody did that, and then boom, you don't even know. It's your mate. They will tell you it's your mate that is driving car. After all, it's your mate that is spending 1 billion. But my dear, it is the same mates that are dying every day. When the mates are running mad, nobody tells you about it. It is only when the mates are building cars. It is only when the mates are getting married. It's only when the mates are graduating. We worship outcome these days. That is the problem of our world today. Three tests of sound motive. Um, I did a free test here. There is the silence test, there is the reversal test, and there is the origin test. Right. So let's look at it. So the silence test asks the question: does your reason hold when no one is watching you or nothing is at stake? Let's say what you are doing now, if nobody is watching you, if nobody is pressuring you, does that reason hold? Somebody here said she's doing okay. People gave lots of answers. Two people gave answers. Let me not pick anyone yet. But does that same reason and purpose hold when nobody is watching you? Does it? Why are you looking for a boyfriend now? So that you feel among? Why are you looking forward to making 1 billion? Is it so that you spend and lavish and show them that you have arrived? Personally, I have a vision of getting more than 1 billion, by the way, but that's why I use billion. Sorry, you hear billion so much about today. I'm sorry, but please, why motive must be clearly defined? Why do you want to get married once you turn 25? Is it so that you meet up with your mates? Why are you interested in doing the things that make you seem popular? So there's also the reversal test. If this effort failed completely, this particular one that you are doing now, if it failed completely, would your why still have been worth it? You know the funny thing, we always think purpose have to do with what works, but purpose most times also do with what doesn't work. You have to respect and know that your purpose transcends what is working for you in the moment and what is not working for you at the moment. If it doesn't work, can you still know that yes, I chased this thing, I'm proud to beat my chest that I failed? A lot of people here don't want to fail, and that is why they've not even tried anything. For those that have even tried something, it is clear that once they hit a roadblock, they step aside and they stop chasing it. This is how to test your motive. This is how to test your why. Okay, I am trying to run fast, so forgive me. The origin test. Did this stuff now, this reason now, did Did it come from a genuine conviction, or it came from fear, ego, a wound, or the crowd? A lot of people have reasons based on fear. You want to make daddy proud. What if you didn't make daddy proud? What if daddy dies? Who will you now shift your prop to? God forbid. You want to make mommy proud. You want to secure the bag. What if there is no? What if the bag have changed to a boss? Or what if the bag is no longer a bag? Is now you want to. A lot of people want to just prove to people. I will prove to you that I can make it. I'll prove to this and all of that. So we need to be careful about these things. What answers the surface? It is why that answers the source. I'm not supposed to rush this conversation like this, but please just follow me. So we are moving straight into the first exercise. So this is my first exercise for you. If you can see that screen, please go ahead and write this down. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to go through this. If you have a pen and a paper, please write down your why, not the LinkedIn version, right? Not the Facebook version, the honest one. Just write it. It's a simple exercise. Please write it down. Once you're done, apply it to the silence test. This thing that I'm chasing now, does it hold when no one is watching? Great. Thank you for writing that down. The reversal test. If it fails, will it still be worth it? So apply the origin test. Why am I doing this? Is it a real conviction or fear, ego, wound, or the crowd? Am I trying to please the crowd? A particular king in the Bible, he disobeyed God, and when he was asked, he says, it's because of the people. I did it because of the people. So are you doing what you're doing because of the people? Is there a conviction? Are you doing it because you are scared? You are scared that you will miss out on something. Are you doing it because of your ego? Let it be that people will see that I'm always doing something, or I'm out there. Are you doing it because of a wound? You want to prove to somebody that yes, something good can come out of your life. So I gave that exercise because I wanted you to think of one thing you are currently pursuing. Let me go back to that slide so that you can see the few things I wrote down there. A career, a business, a goal, or whatever decision you're chasing. Something real, not something hypothetical. So let's move forward. The camouflage why. The most dangerous motive doesn't look dangerous. It arrives wearing the clothes of virtue. One of my role models used to say, if the devil is after your life, he wouldn't come with a tail, a long tail, and holding a fork and saying, ooh, I am the devil. I'm after your life. I want to kill you. No, that's not what the devil will do. He will camouflage. He will wear a good suit, appear to you as a very loving man, spend some billions on you, or gives you a good job, come to you as a very amazing lady, and shower you with a lot of love, right? So a lot of people, what they call conviction is often ego. So let me share this with you. Camouflage motive is the most dangerous force in human interaction. It doesn't look dangerous, right? It speaks the language of cause. The deeper problem here is that a wrong motive dressed in a good cause doesn't just deceive others, it also deceives the person carrying it. Oh, I am called to teenagers, I'm doing this, and fine, but what is the motive? If the motive is wrong, it is not just going to deceive people, it's also going to deceive you. People call conviction ego, people call passion, people call insecurity passion, people call ego conviction, right? People actually bring service because they want to control. You are servicing people, but in the end, what is in your heart is because you want to control them. Let me show you this. I'm going to show you this scenario, right? A young professional joins a non-profit, let's say an NGO. They post about it constantly. They give talks on impact, purpose, and all of that. They speak beautifully about the cause. Over time, people notice that every decision that this person push, he always puts himself at the center. When someone else succeeds, this person becomes quiet and distant. When this person is not credited, you always find ways to undermine people's work. Let me ask you now, is this person real? What do you think is the real why of this person? The person is outstanding, but anytime that the person is not referenced or acknowledged, the person feels bad. Do you think that this person has a true purpose? If you think the person have a true purpose, give me a thumbs up. If you think the person's motive is wrong, give me a thumbs down. Oh, Sandra thinks the person have a good purpose. Well, Chidera thinks the person also have a good purpose. We are going to answer. We are going to. Oh, get the things. So let me give you the context again. Let's say the guy's name is John. He joins an NGO and he does a lot of work in the NGO. Every time he's doing amazing. He's pushing his ideas and they are always accepting. But anytime that someone else's idea is accepted, he becomes quiet. He doesn't contribute. He becomes distant. He shifts from the work. When he's not credited, he feels very bad and finds a way to undermine the work. Do you think this person have a true purpose, like a true why? That was a question that I asked, and people said that the guy have a true purpose. Okay, we'll find out why. We'll find out. So a lot of people have insecurity, right? What I just said now is insecurity. It is not passion, right? A lot of people have ego and they call it conviction. A lot of people want to control people and they call it service. You see, camouflage isn't always deliberate. Sometimes people don't always intentionally do these things. Sometimes it is self-deception, wearing the mask of purpose. People are deceiving themselves, but they are wearing the mask of purpose. Okay. So, okay, let me move backwards so that I can. My time is almost up, and I don't know why, but we've not touched half of what we were supposed to touch there. But so I'm going to give a few points about guarding your curiosity. Your curiosity is one of your greatest assets, but unguarded curiosity is always vulnerable. Curiosity without discernment is just appetite. Curiosity without discernment is just appetite, and appetite will consume whatever is placed in front of it. Curiosity is your greatest asset. However, if it's unguarded, you will be left vulnerable without discernment, right? Curiosity is just appetite, and appetite consumes everything that is pushed to it. You see this one. You see the funny thing about today's world, we are encompassed about with so many thought leaders. Today you are listening to this person talk about the same thing. Tomorrow another person is giving you another side of the story. Next tomorrow the world is full of noise, and people that are curious jumping from one place to another will not have direction, right? They will consume everything. At the end of the day, they will become nothing. The person who probes accepts every surface as the full reality. Probing requires courage, by the way. A lot of people don't like to probe. People don't like asking the real why questions. Once you ask somebody why, it unsettles a lot of people. It makes them uncomfortable, right? Because they just tell you, I like you, you are black, and all of that. Oh, God. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to run very fast. I don't know if we can join back, but I think my time is up also. The seeker questions everything except its own motive. Okay, let's move to this. So I'm going to give two people a session. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to choose Sandra and I'm going to choose Anne. Sandra and Anne. Sandra, can you take the name A? You are A, and Anne, you are B. Can I have two of you unmute yourself? Hello, Annie. Is it Annie or Anne? Great. Okay. So Sandra is going to tell you her why about. Let me think of something Sandra is currently doing. Okay, she's going to tell you her why about the cost or the work that she's doing. Once she mentions it, Anna, please, you are going to just ask her why, and she's going to reply to you, and then you are going to still ask her why again. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's go. Everybody just listen. This is how to find authenticity about your why. All right. So let's go. Sandra, you are person A. State your current why in 1 to 2 sentences. Annie will ask you why you said that. She's going to ask you why again and ask you why again until you no longer have any why to give. All right, so let's go. Please, let's start.
I work with a new UK train service.
Why?
Annie, good.
Okay, apart from the money that I'm being paid at the moment, I learn a lot from it as someone that wants to go into good business later. I've been learning a lot from working with them.
Why?
giving me experience into things that I should know about the business.
Go ahead.
Why?
By working with them now, I can avoid future mistakes and all that.
Again.
Why?
But why really?
I think I'm done with my wife. I'm done.
Okay, so the probing continues till the person identify the tiniest possible reason why they are doing what they are doing. It is usually at the end of that purpose, of that why, that they realize either they are doing it for the wrong reason or they are doing it for the right reason. So I'll leave you guys to judge the outcome of that. So I was going to tell you about three lives and one variable, but I don't have the time for that. Um, we're going to talk about these guys, but there's no time for that. Martin Luther King, he the why that was held in private. He held his why in private. His wife survived the silence test. Lance Armstrong, I don't know if you know Lance Armstrong, he built an empire of camouflage. When the structure collapsed, it took everything with it, including the cargo. This is a true example. Socrates chose death over compromise. So his wife became a force. Uh, he is still living 2,500 years later. So you see that all of that is still unveiling. The variable in every case is either integrity or corruption of the why. A lot of people have good whys, but they don't maintain the integrity of it, or they allow it to get corrupted. So sometimes it gets corrupted along the way. Other times the person in charge guards the integrity of it. And once it is corrupted, remember what we said. Let's move forward, please. The entire framework here is that the seven key lessons I'm going to give you is the why is the architecture of everything. Camouflage motive is the most dangerous force in human interaction. Purpose is more powerful than identity. Unguarded curiosity is a vulnerability. Exposure is not understanding. Exposure is not understanding. A lot of people are exposed. They have the public, they have the crowd, but they lack understanding and idea of anything, right? A fool is not the ignorant man. He is the unexamined one. Real curiosity is total, right? Or it is theater. If you are seeking clarity, if you are always doing a lot of stuff, is either you are giving it your 100% or it's just showmanship. So I'm leaving you with 5 action points. Audit your practice. So I'm giving you the why audit practice. Ask ruthlessly why I'm actually doing what I'm doing. You have to consistently ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Right? Slow down first. Sometimes when you are making major decisions, I've given you the 3 tests. So try to apply those 3 tests before you make major decisions. Radical honesty relationship. Find one person that radically questions your motives and helps you reflect in your life, even if it's just one person. A mentor, a friend, a accountability partner. Study causation, right? Move past what people do. Ask what is driving it. Lastly, protect your curiosity. The thing that is always pushing you to ask question, always ask it. Don't just be shallow minded. Don't take things at surface level. Probe things deeper, right? Don't be that person that is just surface level interaction based. So this is if you can screenshot it, right? So I'm giving you this task before the next teaching series. So I want you to write this. One why I'm committing to examine, revise, and own more honestly within the next 7 days. Write it, date it, keep it somewhere you will see it. Examine honestly, live fully. Let each one make each the other more real. So you come into this room knowing what you are doing. I want you to leave this room with the idea of knowing why you are doing what you are doing. I gave you a few tips on discovering the why of everything that you are doing. If you don't know yet, that is even the most the best place to start. That is the most honest place to start. You can always probe and find out why you are doing what you're doing. Thank you. I hope you found or will find the right why for your what, right? Um, I wrote it here. I said people are not differentiated by what they do, but by why they do what they do. If your why is powerful enough, you'll be considered powerful in time. If you want to be a powerful person, stay on your why. At the end of time, you are going to be celebrated and appreciated. So thank you for being here. You can connect with me on my LinkedIn, via my email, on my Twitter, and via my Instagram. Thank you so much, Benga, for inviting me. This is my last slide. Thank you, everybody. And I'm hoping that this session was useful to you. And I want to see you making clear expressions and doing necessary things. I hope to see you at the top. Congratulations and thank you for being here.